What's up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel, Astro Sean. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the life path number 11. 11, this I also want to say this video can also apply if you are born on the 11th, or if you have some sensitive points or planets in your natal chart at the 11th degree, say the sun, the rising sign, the chart ruler. Some of what it said may apply to you as well. So 11 is regarded as a master number, and master numbers are very powerful because they come with some significant challenges that the soul must overcome. And in order to overcome and evolve, a life path number of 11 will encounter a lot of conflicts with the family, with women, and with childhood. 11s are often born into a family that is enclosed with conflict and problems, and oftentimes there is a form of intervention from outside influence during the earlier parts of your life. This can come through CPS, or a family member or family friend that may step in and may try to intervene in the way that you're being raised. And a lot of these topics will be carried over into adulthood, where family themes and issues like that can continue to dominate. And that is because the higher vibration to this lesson is to learn how to mediate between two opposing sides. See, when you look at the numbers for what they are, 11 is two ones, and it breaks down to the number two. But with 11, that is Sun and Leo energy. So their energy is very domineering, and the two ones really don't want to compromise. So you can oftentimes find yourself in between two opposing parties in your lifetime if you have an 11 life path number or birth number, where you may be called to mediate or help two opposing parties reach some sort of compromise, and help them illuminate or see the other person's point of view, because one key word for the 11 is illuminate and enlightenment. And with the 11, when it breaks down to two, two is a number where it looks like someone is kneeling, and it is a number of compromise and compassion. And that is Cancer or Moon energy. And Cancer and Moon energy is a lot more it's easier for Cancer and Moon energy to compromise than it is for Leo energy, because Leo is such a dominant and fixed sign, right? But with the 11, due to that whole compromise and justice theme, when it comes to a career, you may actually find yourself in a career that causes for you to mediate between two opposing parties. For instance, I'm a life path 11, and when I was working at this insurance company, I had to mediate between, obviously the claimant, the policyholder, and the tow truck companies and stuff like that. So you may find yourself in jobs where you're having to mediate between two people, but also careers that involve counseling, real estate, property, things like that can also be very favorable for 11 life path numbers. Now, there will be periods of enlightenment and illumination throughout your life. And with this, you will spend a lot of the time alone, or there will be much time spent in solitude in order for you to recharge. 11s are sensitive and emotional beings, but it's difficult to tell that because there is a hardened exterior. Going back to the childhood, you have to learn how to um, defend yourself and to not be so emotional and hypersensitive. So there's a sort of defense mechanism where 11s can project a very strong and solid exterior. But beneath that is someone who is highly intuitive and very sensitive. And speaking of intuition, this is a very intuitive or psychic number. I think psychic, the word psychic gets a bad rep, but when I say psychic, I really mean someone who's able to listen to their gut feelings and really understand where a situation or what the universe or what themselves, their higher self may be telling them in a situation. So it is highly advised, if you are an 11, to listen to one's gut feeling. And you need to go into every situation with a high level of awareness for yourself and others. Really can't just go into situations, let's say it's for a relationship, you really can't go into relationships um, without being aware. If you get a gut feeling that someone may not be good for you, it is best to heed that, because if you ignore that, you can invite a lot of conflict into your life. And when you combine 11 with relationships, going back to the whole idea of intervention, you may have a third party try to intervene in your relationship. So they could be this could manifest as a love triangle, but it can also manifest in situations where there's issues with the family in your relationships as well. So definitely make sure you are as aware as you can be. And I know I said that 11 breaks down to 2, but because 11 is a master number, it is such a domineering number that it is really difficult for it to be reduced to 2. So, but 2 is the more peaceful side of 11. So along with that can be a lot of restlessness because you may be oftentimes trying to reconcile a lot of your internal and external conflict. There could be a battle that you're fighting within yourself and a battle that you're fighting with the outside world. And along with that, you may become very restless because you're trying to get to that 2 energy. You're trying to get to some type of peace and some type of compromise and some type of emotional harmony. But with 11, there's a lot of emotional instability and insecurity with that number. So just know that your soul chose this number in order to evolve. And for this reason, I compare it to, like, you know, college versus middle school. 11 to me is more like a undergrad number. You may say graduate number. While other numbers that are simpler, maybe for people who are more elementary or middle school. And that's not to say that in a condescending way. It's just to say that your soul is on a more advanced level when you are an 11, and other numbers as well can come into play with that. That are also more advanced, I'll say, not just 11. But if you're wondering why your life is so difficult and why you may have a lot of challenges, a lot of conflicts, it's because you are here to overcome a lot of these obstacles and to bring harmony and justice into the world. So that's it. I'm not gonna make this video too long. I want to see how you all respond to this video. If you all like it and you want me to continue this, I'll definitely do a video series on more life path numbers and birth numbers. So if you like what I had to say in this video, leave a thumbs up. If you have a life path 11 or a birth number 11, or you want to comment on something I said in this video, just drop down below and let me know. I'll try to respond back to everybody and keep the conversation going. And if you would like a reading, just go into the description box and shoot me an email and I'll respond. Thank you for watching.